name's Casper Jones. My hat's pretty cool. And you're watching Lagoon to the Moon on Days with Casper. We're gonna go pick the guys up and head back to the Fireball Farm. Hope you enjoy it. I got the Camry ready for the trip, and I picked up Luke Nation, Chuck Bennett, and our new filmer, Mysterio. It was about a 4-hour trip from Richmond with some stops along the way, and now we're here at Shady Acres Farm in Cleveland, Ohio, the home of Fireball Farm. Let's go ahead in here and see if Jim's here today. He's the one that invited us. You remember him? Hey, we found a Jim.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
All right, make sure you guys check out Fireball Farm. We're gonna talk to Jim in a little bit here.
Lots to talk about.
If you guys don't remember Jim from the Fireball Farm, your memory just sucks. Jim is an amazing collector of amazing things, a skateboarder, a fireworks expert, and so much more. And he's got a great weekend planned for us. We're gonna go to a heavy equipment auction and interview the owner. We're gonna check out some skate parks, and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. We got an interview with the designer and builder of the Lagoon, Tristar's mini ramp, and the spine ramp in Avon, Ohio, Donnie Billington. And we're gonna close the video out with a new segment called Coffee Talks, powered by Aromatic Roasters. We're gonna go ahead and start the weekend with a session in the Lagoon. After a really good first session in the bowl, we made some tea so we could get some good sleep for the next day.
Well, I gotta say it's really hot. I don't want to be like the McDonald's lady and sue because I spilled it over my lap. So.
Yeah, I don't know. You're going to have to sue the property owner.
Yeah,
to do that.
I mean, that's a problem because I hear some crazy things about it.
Great first night, and we got some sleep in the bowl. As is tradition when Luke sleeps in. Not even moving. Not even moving. This dude's getting some good sleep. He's gonna wake up ready. We're gonna start our morning off by making some aromatic roasters. You can get yours at aromaticroasters.com. So, after some coffee and breakfast, we're gonna head over to an auction. You guys are gonna see it. I don't know what we're gonna see. It's gonna be cool stuff. That's all I know. I'm walking into Let's go. Now, I've never been to an auction like this, so I'm pretty excited to see what happens. Out here at this auction, but I have no clue what's going on. Jim, tell me what's about to happen.
So we are here to check out Creekmont Auction. Jason Jr. and Sr., they run a pretty elaborate business here. They do all kinds of heavy equipment and skidster attachments. And I just so happen to have my highway roller here because I decided I'm gonna sell it, you know. So it's here. We're gonna see how that goes and see what else they have to offer. Why not, you know? And I think it's just gonna be a fun time. And
you think we're gonna get an interview with Jason?
We'll definitely get an interview with him. For sure.
Great. Have you guys ever seen an auction? Because I've never seen an auction in person. Have you ever seen an auction? He's seen an auction.
Never been to a heavy equipment auction yet, but I'm very excited.
That's a rare thing for Jim to not have done something.
Yeah, you're right.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah, it's one thing I haven't done yet. So,
well, let's
but
knock
guess
it out.
what? We're here.
Yeah, let's knock it out.
Let's do it.
Let's get it going. All right, so we're at the auction here. What's your name?
I'm Jason. This is our auction. It's called Creekmount Auction Company. We're doing a quarterly equipment consignment, January, April, October, and July.
Awesome. What kind of stuff do you auction off here?
Skid loaders, trucks, trailers, tools, skid loader attachments, things like that.
I got a couple questions for you. What's the coolest thing you
Oh, the coolest thing we've had come through here. Oh boy, we're always selling some cool stuff. I'm kind of a equipment guy, so I really like when the equipment comes in. Last sale, we had the opportunity to sell a 439 cat excavator, and it was just a very unique scenario. It happened to be a dead machine, so they had to bring a wrecker and trucks and trailers and cables, so it ended up being a pretty fun experience working with the sellers to get it here and the buyers to get it out. That was one of my most memorable ones.
Awesome. And what's your favorite part of doing it?
Just helping people, you know, that's probably the most important part of it. You never know what scenario is going to be in somebody else's life, so every day we help people just to gather money back up to, you know, a death. There's multiple avenues for reasons for auction. It's not always the worst outcome. You know, we tend to find ourselves having a lot of fun days too, not just revolved around the ultimate last resort.
Right. You meet a lot of cool people doing this?
Sure do, every day. You never know who you're going to meet.
How'd you meet Jim?
Word of mouth, man. Friends.
It's hard not to know Jim around here.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for that, man. I'm excited to see the auction.
Have a good time. Thank you.
2100, 2100, 100, 2100, and money is on the ground. Proxy bid, you got to be 21.
What's your name?
Hey, Bob Gibbs.
You got Bob Gibbs?
Wait a minute. Gibbs Bait.
Gibbs Bait.
There you go.
We met Gibbs Bait today at what auction? What is this auction?
Fremont
auction.
There you go.
Thanks. Nice to meet you, man.
All right, so we're going to leave the auction. We're going to go to this place called Chango that Chuck wants to go to. We heard it's slick, but I like the life goal. Chuck likes slick stuff. We're going to go skate, and we're going to go back to Lagoon, and we're going to skate. I don't know where else we're going to do. You guys are going to be here for it, though. We hit the road, and we headed over to Changa. This place had a really cool shop and a huge park. And now I'm going to shut up while we skated.
Lying on my front, staring at the cardboard box, on my bed without sheets, walls are peeling paint. Wearing a shirt that's dirty, hands of stink, bottle of mouldy water from the bathroom sink. Sunrise ramen sandwich, out of yogurt pot, cigarettes that'll kill me, my scalp itches. I'll be a money man, 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 I'll be a money man.
Well, after Chuck absolutely destroyed Chango, we headed back to the Lagoon to grab some food and have another session.
Oh, please, God, tell the story. Who's standing for the glory? Take me with you with the party. Pick out the number. It's not the bit of this is my life. Oh, God, honor for my soul. It's not a river. Stop it. Who's standing? Who's standing? I see it so bad.
more day left, so we're gonna get some rest.
Are we sleeping in the bowl, Luke? Oh shit!
When we wake up in the morning, we're gonna interview the guy that designed this bowl.
You guys have seen the Donnie Billington bowl that we've been sleeping in. I'm sure you're aware of the TriStar mini ramp that moved over to Stoke Run, and now we're gonna see a spine ramp, and this is the mastermind, Donnie Billington. How many ramps like this have you built?
Quite a few of them. I would say that over the last handful of years, the ones that are left are kind of the ones that represent really the best of it. I mean, there were some good precursors along the way, but you know, TriStar was fun. It was cool to be able to make some changes to that along the way, and I would say that you know, this one I really like because of the detail that worked out, and I would say that Jim's bowl is probably like definitely the most involved thing. I kind of pushed my limits at that point, and you know, it was a lot of fun, a lot of good help. It's always fun to see people ride them.
So when people are looking at the bowl, they're noticing how perfect all the lines are, how perfect all the panels are. So that's CNC cut?
You know, a lot of this was too, but the you know, with that, the sheeting itself was flat. I, you know, flattened them out in CAD and then figured out how to cut them. And the whole time, every step of the way, the motto was, you know, I know how to do everything by hand, and as soon as it got to the point where I was going to sort of fail with, you know, the software and the machine, then we would just finish by hand, and you know, we ended up getting all the way to the end. So that was kind of the goal there, was to do it as technical as possible the whole way through. And it was really a prefab ordeal, like a prefabricated ordeal, where once we had the project in motion, and we were really just volunteers and just having a good time. So on weekends, Saturdays, we would work and just tried to have as much done ahead of time as possible. And like I said, you know, I would kind of pilot out a little section, and if that worked, then, you know, I would go, okay, well, let's keep going. And it ended up working out the whole way that way. You know, I don't even know, you know, that were any snags with that. It just, it was exhausting, but it was fun because once we hit the floor, we could knock out what would normally take a long time. We could knock out in, you know, just 8 hours with a few people.
Do you plan on building any more or planning any more ramps like these?
I don't think about it as much as I used to, but I would totally do it. You know, the thing about it would be that it would have to sort of be local and indoor. You know, there's a lot of weird circumstances that would have to line up for me to actually do something else. But I definitely would want to, but it's just, you know, the reality of it is, you know, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of time, and I like to stay busy, and, you know, the projects can be a little consuming. So realistically, if somebody around here wanted something done and it was indoor, then yeah, I would probably have a hard time not doing it. But I don't see anything like that happening anytime soon.
Well, I mean, people better go enjoy the ramps you've got, right?
I would say so, because you never know how long they're going to last, and you know, and with the last few projects, you know, it's been nice to see people enjoy them, and it's been nice that they've had some longevity.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Well, in a future trip, we're going to end up going to Stoke Run with Jim, so you guys can see if they put the TriStar mini ramp back together the right way. We're going to have Jim checking that out for sure.
Well, I mean, it's just nice that they did do something with it. And it's nice that it'll live on, you know, and that they, you know, they did try to, you know, keep the shapes together. And, you know, I'm just happy to see it. I'm happy to see it live on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's mind-boggling to me that, you know, when I see the videos and the clips of them, you know, that they're hyped on it, and that, you know, even the, you know, the bikers talking about how they, you know, they always wanted to ride it, and now they finally can. I mean, I'm kind of hyped on that too. So again, I'm just happy to see that it has a life of its own now.
And now it's going to have a real long life with a really cool history with it too.
Yeah, hopefully. You know, I mean, these things, you never know how long they're going to last. You know,
Yeah.
you got to enjoy them while you can, I guess.
Seems like those guys over at Stoke Run really want to do what they're doing though. So hopefully, a passion project like that just keeps going.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm optimistic, and again, it was nice to see it get resurrected once, and you know, at least it's being put to use. You know, I mean, for a minute there, it looked like it was just going to be, you know, firewood, which is okay. That happens, right?
But we would hate to see a Donnie Billington ramp disappear.
Well, there's a lot of them that have disappeared, you know, and it is what it is. But
well, we're going to take you guys inside. We're going to see the birch ramp. Thank you so much for talking to me about it, Donnie.
No problem.
And thank you for the ramp.
Yeah, hey, you know, I'm happy they're appreciated. It's nice to see people that enjoy it.
stood toe to toe. And all's not well on the 49th parallel in a rodeo between pig and potato. And it's not fine for a poor sign to dine on Yankee Spud, that's out of order. And a shot rang out, last breath snorts from us now. Cry havoc, let free the dogs of war. Try to organize for war. Tell us what we'll be fighting for. Withdraw the northwest border. Robert, where's your rules of order? Robert, where's your rules of order? In a far-off Pacific Channel, distant corner of a conquered land, British frigates wait, cannon at the red day, digging ramparts under Robert's command. Our destiny is manifest, digging boys, this is Bunker Hill. In a far-off burg, diplomats debate for this isle how many are killed. Try to organize for war. Tell us what we'll be fighting for. Withdraw the northwest border. Robert, where's your rules of order? Robert, where's your rules of order? 'Tis the position of the Boundary Commission, who owns a little dot on the ocean. They debate the facts like bureaucrats, call the question, carry the motion. Long time ago, on the Isle of San Juan, two armies they stepped back, and to this day, on the Isle of San Juan, over U.S. Park flies a Union Jack. Try to organize for war. Tell us what we'll be fighting for. Way to draw the northwest border. Robert, where's your rules of order? 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 Robert, where's your rules of A long time ago, on the Isle of San Juan, one soldier quits the field, and he went home, took off his uniform. War's adjourned, but nothing seems real. The island settlers' yells echo off the steeple bell. Nothing gets done when they debate. Doesn't gladly suffer fools, so he runs assemblies that deliberate. We are adjourned.
Well, that was an amazing session and an amazing ramp. If you're here from the 60-second sessions, please let me know. We were only 3 minutes away from the water, so we went ahead and checked out Lake Erie. It was beautiful. Keep an eye out for Lagoon to the Moon 2.5 to find out how Chuck got this side-by-side so muddy. And I heard they got stuck. but you'll have to find out for yourself. Alright guys, so this was an amazing trip, and we're going to close this out with a new segment that might become a new video series called Coffee Talks. These are brought to you by Aromatic Roasters, and you can get these at aromaticroasters.com. What we're going to do on Coffee Talks is we're just going to meet cool people, interview them, learn things about them, and hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Does that mean I'm cool?
I think you're pretty damn cool.
Okay. By the way, the coffee, amazing.
Thank you, John.
Seriously, super good. I wouldn't consider myself a coffee connoisseur, but I can taste good coffee. I know it when I taste it, so.
This is good.
Thank
right
you.
Here. We're going to be starting this series off interviewing my good friend and amazing person, Jim Sakaley here.
Thank you. Sakaley. That's okay. Everybody, you know, the last person that had no idea how to say my name, they actually said it right, but like 9 times out of 10 people always mess it up, so don't worry.
So remember guys, it's Sakaley.
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 I've been giving this guy real warm hugs for about 4 years now, and I still pronounce his name wrong. But anyway, Aromatic Roasters. So we're going to talk to Jim, and I'd like to talk to him about his beginnings in skateboarding and his transition from being a customer in skateboarding, just in general, to the skateboarding industry. So Jim, when did you start skateboarding?
That's kind of weird you asked me that question, because I was just thinking about it the other day. I'd say maybe 14, maybe a little earlier, you know, off and on. I never figure out how to say it, but I think it's Makaha. Is it Makaha?
Makaha?
Or Makaha?
Makaha.
I always think it's Makaha.
Tell us in the comments, I guess. Makaha or Makaha? Is that your first board?
Yeah, dude. And it's funny. I have it.
You have it?
I have it. I found it at my parents' house, and it was just the plastic deck only, because it's the plastic board. And you see that black one up there?
Yep.
My buddy gave me a full complete one. That's the exact board up there.
Where did you get your first board?
Oh, I don't even know. Probably like a garage sale, flea market. You know what? Another one that's actually kind of funny. Can I grab it? It's like right behind.
Absolutely.
Is that okay? Like,
Please,
give me a minute.
do.
Like, and this is my original one. I found it at my parents' house. Oh, that's good. It's actually, dude, it's a really kind of a hard piece to find, a long rider. I think, let's see, who made this? Let's see. Safety Rules. Marchon Incorporated. I thought it was Galoo, but yeah. So, long rider.
That's pretty awesome right there.
You know, just get on it. Like, I'm not gonna. No.
Is it so it's like a skateboard with a handle?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So, we put it right here.
So when was that made?
Oh, that was like the 80s, man. This was just a toy, and like, obviously I figured out real quick that I wanted a real skateboard. So like, Volterras, Veriflex.
Veriflex
a lot of
Volterras.
those.
You guys, if you watch my lives, might see that Volterra that's stuck into the ceiling at the shop. Have you ever seen that one?
I don't think so.
I've got the Back to the Future one. Same one.
That's an OG. You see how nice that one is? It's super clean, man.
What got you into skateboarding? Is it just being around it, or?
Just, you know what? I remember I started, like, I told you just before, I picked up my first tool, my first power tool at like 12 years old. It was a green, olive drab color Rockwell circular saw. And I picked it up, I was at my grandfather's house, which was my dad's dad, and he had all this wood and nails, and I'm like, I'm gonna build me a wedge ring. And we kind of were back and forth, BMX and skateboarding, but we flocked to the skateboard, because it was like, I don't know, just, why else do we skateboard? Like, it's just fun.
Did you have a local park at all growing up, or what year did you get one?
Local park to us was like the Brea Rolling Bowl, aka Brea Triangle, nostalgic indoor that used to be like 20 minutes from here, close to the airport. It has crazy big 13-foot vert ramp, and it was an old roller skate rink, bowling alley up front, roller skating rink out back. And I remember the one part of the floor was like water must have got under or something, and it warped. So you'd be able to like do little pops off the, it was like gnarly big. It was crazy how like the floor just kind of like, the wood floor just warped into that position. But that, and they had like the craziest, I think that's how I learned, I'm gonna tell you a little secret here, that's how I learned my rock and rolls. They had a mini ramp there that I swear, dude, it had like a little bit of vert on it. and pool covers.
Yeah.
And in Berea, up the street, I like the Commons, like where the police station is, they had this pyramid, and it was also super steep. And I just found out the other day it was actually steeper. They actually, like in the middle of the night, went, like some dudes I know went there and cut the top off because it was like really impossible to ride. But that's how I learned to skate, like do my rock and rolls like that, because it's like super steep. So like, I try to do a stand-up one, and then I can't do it because that's not even the proper way anyways. But yeah, Berea Rolling Bowl, and then like Impit Park in Lakewood, which is no longer, used to be all these pyramids. It's perfect for skateboarding. So I kind of grew up doing that.
So growing up skating, and then I know you took a step into the skateboarding industry. What made you want to do that?
Always been like an entrepreneur, always
Very clearly.
selling stuff and just interacting with people, and just fun. I started out of my house, you know, somehow getting an account with a couple companies, and you know, back when you still needed to have a brick and mortar store to get an account, but like I have my own ways of making things happen. So happened, and then like basically transitioned into a 500 square foot little shop. Went from like, I was delivering skateboards out of my van. It was crazy. I had a regular job, I'd go to parks. Crazy. I don't know, just always do things out of the box, as you see here.
Yeah, very clearly.
You know, so I did that, and I just, after a couple years progressing, I wanted to get a bigger shop, so I did that, moved up the way a little bit, and like a little over double, and then, you know, everybody knows that skate parks don't make money, but I wanted to find a place that didn't have like crazy rent, still be able to do indoor park, big shop, and as you know, we found it, and you know, it was awesome, man. We ran that for about, it was like 11,000 square foot, 10,800 square foot. And had a lot of cool stuff happen there, man. Like Donnie built that spine ramp that's just like, it's back up again at Stoke Run, which we're gonna have to head over there soon.
Absolutely.
It's only like an hour from here in Mansfield. And yeah, man, just like it blew up over there. Like we did good, and it got to the point where like I was at that location for like 5 years. Started in real shop. I started in 2008, and then I sold. It just got to the point where it wasn't fun. It just wasn't. It wasn't fun. I was talking myself out of selling it for 2 years in a row, and you know, ended up selling it to Sam and Shelby, and then they had, you know, some really bummer things happen to the roof and the new landlord. I had a great landlord at the time. He sold the whole property, and yeah, it just ended up, they had a roof problem, and the landlord didn't want to take care of it. It was just the whole thing on the news. It was a big debacle, and they closed down recently. But me thinking out of the box, I go in and I bought my old counter back, all my showcases, and we incorporated into what we're doing here.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate that. Like it actually just like it all worked out like it should have been here.
You definitely made the best out of a bad situation.
Down to the gates.
Yeah.
The skate park gate is like, you have to like walk through that coming in, and then the other gate's right down there too. It was behind the spine ramp. So I literally took everything that wasn't bolted down, that served a purpose for me, like disco ball.
This looks.
You could have disco night.
You could have disco.
You
night.
could, seriously.
No.
And I just noticed your shirt. You freaking kidding me?
Did you notice my shirt? My Jennifer Lawrence shirt.
That is too funny.
I'm not sponsored by you yet, but sponsor me. I don't know what that means. I'll talk about the Hunger Games as if I saw it. Does that count? I think so.
Sure, why?
All right.
Why not?
Well, these are the faces of Jennifer Lawrence. Good shirts.
Coffee's great, again.
Yeah, Aromatic Roasters, guys. Well, Jim, thanks for talking to us about everything.
Yeah, man.
And for you guys, I know we're going to be interviewing a lot of cool people, but Jim also has a lot of cool stories. So every time we come out here for another Lagoon to the Moon, he's getting interviewed. So I've got so many questions for him, and I'm going to learn just as much as you guys are learning throughout this. So,
you know what else, man? You know, underneath this bowl, there's some stuff.
there's some stuff under
There's
here.
some stuff that like has never seen the light of day that will get out of the museum very soon.
So that's what you guys can look forward to very, very soon.
Maybe not very, very soon, but let's just say soon.
Yeah, soon. Just cut a couple berries out of there.
Yeah, a couple. Both of them. All of them.
All of
maybe.
them? Soon.
Yeah, soon.
Undetermined soon.
Could be tomorrow.
Could be.
You never know.
Could be not tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, well, thanks for having us again. I'm going to drink the rest of this coffee,
Yeah,
and
me
we're going to
too.
speed it up while we drink it, and we're going to pretend like we're talking, because I'm just going to take the voice out of it and speed it up while we finish these. So I
Okay.
well, as usual, we had a great time at the Fireball Farm. Go subscribe to the Fireball Farm so you can see what Jim has in store for you. We hope you enjoyed Lagoon to the Moon 2 and look forward to more like this. Go ahead and subscribe to me so you can see more videos like this and catch me working live making skateboards at Life Skateboards. Go to lifeskateboard.com and get yourself a handcrafted skateboard deck. And thank you Aromatic Roasters for keeping us awake on this trip. Go to aromaticroasters.com and keep yourself awake. And if you'd like, become a member so you can see these videos before they premiere. Thanks for watching, guys. You're rad.